Stay empowered, handling it when it's hard to see. Patient come with time, just keep on believing. You gotta know.
What is up, YouTube and IGTV family? This is your girl Rayla. Just getting on here for a very quick word of encouragement with Let's Talk Just a Thought edition. I just need maybe 2 to 5 minutes, ideally maybe 10 at the most minutes of your time to just give you an encouraging word and hopefully further encourage, empower, and enlighten you. So recently I watched this video, and it was by Noel Jones, and he said something very powerful that I want to pass on, I want to share with you all, and that is the statement of nothing is too dead for God. Nothing is too dead for the Lord. Because there's a very popular story in the Bible where Jesus raises a man named Lazarus from the dead. And the story is quite interesting because it is laced with natural and supernatural. The natural elements being Lazarus's sisters, right? Mary and Martha. They are looking at Jesus like, Lord, had you been here, he wouldn't have died. He's been in here 4 days, stinking. The stench has already started to take place. Decomposition has already taken place. He's already been buried. In our natural mind, how in the world could you possibly come? Because one, you're late, right? You didn't get here right when we called on you. And so, at this point, he's a goner. There's no coming back from this. And that, of course, as you and I can relate, is where our minds do naturally go, right? And Jesus says something quite powerful, I believe, in verse 15. And he says, I'm glad for you that I wasn't there, that I was not there, so that you may believe. And I thought that was interesting because when Jesus found out about Lazarus's condition, because he was initially sick and then he passed, but Jesus didn't rush over. He wasn't, the 911 call that got there immediately. He waited. And so, for Jesus to say, I'm glad because it's building you. I'm glad that I wasn't there. I'm glad that I've waited and I've prolonged this process because it's just going to glorify the Father that much more. I think goes to show how he really operates, and it shows his character and gives a glimpse into his character that, okay, you called on me, but I'm going to make this situation so impossible in your mind that when I do come through, that when I do step in, the glory is going to be beyond anything that you could have ever imagined. So fast forward, like I was saying earlier, Lazarus is dead in the grave, stinking, smelling. Maggots, I'm sure, have gotten to him. His body has started the process of decomposition. And Jesus is like, yeah, let me up in there. In so many words. And long story short, despite people's doubts, despite people's human thoughts and understandings of things and how could this be and what is this dude talking about, he knows what he's doing, and he goes in there and Lazarus is raised from the dead, because the Lord wants to make it very clear that the resurrection is not an event, but that he is the resurrection, and that there is that much power and life in his tongue and connected to him and in him as well. And so I just wanted to come here and encourage you, as I encourage myself, that no situation, nothing in your life is too dead for God, whether it be a dream, whether it be a vision, whether it be your joy, whether it be maybe a dark place that you've climbed into and it seems as though there's no way of getting out of this. When you feel like you're in a dead situation, a dead marriage, a dead career, a dead whatever, whenever you feel like something in your life is starting to rot and it's starting to decompose and it's starting to wilt away, know that if you are in alignment with God, that if you are in connection with Him, even if you feel far away or you feel distant, that if He is in the room and if He can step into your grave, if He can step into your tomb, that you are in a good place, even in your situation and even in your condition. Lazarus was dead, okay? He was gone, but all it took was Jesus stepping into the same situation with him to bring forth life. So all the dreamers out there, all the people with vision, if you feel like and believe that God is giving you something and it feels like it's not moving, it feels like it's not prospering, it feels like it's not going forth, it feels dormant, it feels dead, know that you serve a God who is he specializes in dead things. He specializes in resurrection. He specializes there because there can't be a resurrection without a death first, right? So he specializes in that. He was a living epitome of that very concept. He had to die in order to resurrect, in order to, he had to showcase death in order to highlight life. And so I love you, and I hope this encouraged you, empowered you, enlightened you in some way, shape, or form. Of course, don't forget to come back and see your girl here at Let's Talk. As always, I will keep you guys updated. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I will see y'all hopefully and prayerfully very soon.
Stay empowered and in it when it's hard to see. Patient come with time. Just keep on believing. Yeah, we got to stay prayed up when it don't feel like enough. Hold on to the grind. Come renew your mind. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk.